Hey guys, it's Satoshi Takano here from Toronto, Canada, and wanted to share with you some thoughts and ideas around Gary Vaynerchuk's new book called Crush It. And I think he definitely does exactly what it says on this title. He hits every point, and just wanted to share some thoughts and ideas. So, the first kick, to kick it off, really, he's talking about, finding your passion and being able to monetize that. That's, it's one of these questions that a lot of people ask. They say, well, I've got this passion, like, how do I make money off that? And this is just one example of being able to find that passion and be able to actually start making a living, and even, living the life that you actually dreamed of. So, one of the things that I found is very interesting is that he starts off with these 3 empowering questions. How badly do you want to crush it? And secondly, do you stay awake at night, where your brain is swimming with ideas and thoughts and dreams, And the last one he asks is, are you willing to do whatever it takes for the chance to live entirely on your own terms? Those are really empowering questions, and I think it's a great way to start it off. And then he goes on to talk about, being able to live by simple rules. The 3 rules: love your family, work super duper hard, and live your passion. That's really about basically finding your purpose or your ultimate goal as to why you're here. And then so what he does is then he talks a little bit deeper in terms of, these life strategies. What's working, what is not working. It's really about being able to create that mindset and really go after what it is that you're passionate about. And also talking about some of these tools that you can then use to actually start to bring that to life. And I think those are really the key aspects of the book. And so, if you're in a business or you're starting a business, you need to be engaged in communicating with your customers. And some of these tools are exactly what you need in terms of being able to fuel that fire that you want to do to bring that dream to life. And, a couple of other things that he talks about is, what is your DNA? Who are you and what do you stand for? Because that ultimately conveys exactly, hey Rio, exactly what you need to do to bring those dreams to life again. So, little things like being able to tell your story, being able to use video as one way to spread that message like a virus. And being able to build a whole new world for the products and services that that you're selling, just bringing more passion and life and energy into that. Is that so funny, Rio? Yeah. Okay. And being able to use Gary's examples as to what he's done for his wine business to take it from $4 million business to a $60 million business, I think is really cool. And just small tips, like basically being able to create extremely powerful, great content. How do you do that? How do you create conversations with your customers? And how do you tell that story? And really choosing that right medium. So is it going to be, text messaging? Is it going to be blogs? Is it going to be videos? Is it a combination of podcasts? Those kinds of things, those are little tools that you need to kind of understand that they exist to be able to communicate with your customer. And really to kind of close it off, he talks about being able to hustle, being able to move, being able to go after what it is that, that you're passionate about, and maybe there's a trend going on. But at the same time, he also talks about patience. Patience. So things don't come overnight. And some things might take a year, some things may take 3 years for it to actually come to life. But using technologies like video is phenomenal. Like I'm using a flip video here, which is in high definition, just being able to push that message out. And a couple other things, I don't want to go into all the details around the book because I want to make sure that Gary gets all the credit where it's due. But a couple other things, like he's got the best marketing strategy ever. Hey, thank you, Rio. And those are just really key things, and how to monetize that, and having the flexibility to adapt and change. We're in an economy where things are changing. If you don't change and if you don't adapt and you have no flexibility, you will not win. And so, things like all these little points are being able to, kind of come together and start drawing this bigger picture. And the last point is, leave a legacy. Make a mark, make a dent in this world, make change, crush it, right? So it's really all about being able to put those pieces together and drive ahead and make a difference. And so to kind of sum it all up, it's a very, very easy read, 134 pages. It's not very thick, right? So, but every sentence counts in this book, and I think Gary's done a fantastic job of doing that. And in terms of the pace and the variety, I think is great. He talks about the mindset of wealth and health and what's important to you. goes right down to some of the tactical things and brings it up again to create some relevance around it, and then digs in again as to what are some of the things that you need to do to be successful. And ultimately, Gary is all about putting into plain English. Man, like, there's just so many things that are in this book that anyone can relate to. Any monkey can really understand exactly what Gary is trying to say. And I really appreciate it, because at the end of the day, like, these plain English words just hit it out of the ballpark, and I congratulate you for that, Gary. And you know what? At the end of the day, not every tool that he mentions will work for you. So you have to kind of find your niche. You got to find that DNA. What drives you? And so, being able to kind of bring all those pieces to life, I think is really the key aspect of what it is that we're trying to do as a whole, society here. And I think, as again, we're in these recessionary times, but I think at the same time, it's a very good opportunity to really harness some of the power that Gary talks about in the book, and really be able to take that to the next level. So, congratulations, Gary. I love your book. I love you for bringing it out into the open, and hope to talk to you soon, because I'm really excited, hopefully, to one day meet you. So, thanks a lot, guys.